welcome to the first official episode of Raw Diamonds. Today I will be joined by Yannick John, and we're just going to talk a little bit about him, talk about his music, what we all got going on. So, Yannick, how's life? How's things?
Yeah, Buzz. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for having me on your platform, man. I appreciate that, this is nice. Well, in general, I'm doing good, life is good. Get dropped and, a lot of projects we've been working on. So, we're grateful.
Good. We blessed. No worries.
Blessed. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your album. What was it about? Walk me through it a little bit.
Well, the EP, it's an EP. It's a 5-track EP. It was inspired, in a moment whereby, it was like a self-discovery kind of journey for me because, I moved from Nigeria to the Netherlands. And for me, it was a little bit of, kind of like culture shock at some point. So I had to dig deep inside and see, look into myself and come up with something that was real, something original. So the whole process, it took me about 1.5 years, and we came up with this, piece of EP which is titled ADRÉNALINE. And I was just happy, to go into the process of creating, this little piece. And it's out there, it's doing good. The streams have been amazing so far for the past.
Yeah, I have checked it and I like it myself. I got a couple favorite on there as well. But how did the recording go? Was it all in the Netherlands because you say you live in the Netherlands?
Well, we did part of the recordings in the Netherlands and also in Nigeria, Lagos precisely. So I went back home, that was this year. I went back, during February, March, in between I was also shooting the documentary at the same time. We did a little bit of recording there, with DYC, my cousin and also a producer. So the whole project is a mix of Netherlands and Lagos, showing both sides, black and white and all.
I feel. How was it recorded in Lagos? How was it there?
Man, recording in Lagos was crazy, because I had all my friends in a room, Most of the recording we did in my hotel room, basically, because I didn't really have the chance to go to the studio because I was busy at the same time, like I said, shooting the documentary. So I was just link up with producer. They'll come down to my hotel room and we'll record, and I'll have a bunch of people in my room, my friends and all that. So the energy was a little bit intense and real at the same time. So, it was fun. Enjoyed it.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. So what would you class your genre as? Because for the people, maybe for them to know yourself, your genre of music, what would you class that as?
I would say Afrofusion, and the reason why I said that is because look, I'm African, and the sound that I'm making is influenced by all this Afrobeat sounds. So I see myself as an artist. First of all, we'll make music, and if we try to categorize with genre, I like to say I do Afrofusion because it's Afrobeat and then also infused with all other influence kind of sounds and all that.
Yeah, I do find that an interesting question because I feel like the day and age of music, as an artist, you are an artist in general. Do you know what I mean? You can make whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather ask people than just box them.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So who inspired you to make music, essentially? Or what was the inspiration behind you starting to make music?
Well, my mom, I would say, because I think I was 7 or something, if I'm not wrong, because it's been a long time, My mom was in this choir, Catholic choir. So then she take me to the rehearsals and all that. So, and then I would just, be bumping my head to all what they were singing, and I felt it, So at some point, I asked her one day, "Can I, also join the choir?" She said, "What are you gonna do? Can you sing and all that?" I said, "No, I can play the conga, And then before I realized that, she took me and introduced me to this guy who was playing the conga and stuff. So from there, I started playing and started getting into the rhythm, because this kind of instrument, I kind of see them like tempo, instrument, whereby if you know how to play, you get the tempo already, the rhythm of music. So from me playing the conga, I got really deep into it, and I started learning the drums. There, I just developed and evolved to where I became, a singer, basically. So I would say my mom, had a lot of but also, like some other, looking at other, African legends, like singers such as like Two-Face, Fela Kuti, just
not much people would know about them, to be quite honest. Sorry for cutting you, but I myself as well grew up on a bit of Two-Face and Fela as well, and they are pioneers, especially for Afro and Afrofusion as well in general.
Exactly. These people have been there, for a long time, and these are the people we grew up with,
Yep.
Like they'll play music. Like at home, they'll play Fela Kuti music. Listen to, and then you start vibing to it. You start developing, So, those are legends. Those are legends, man. Fela Kuti and Two-Face and such, they're legends.
Yeah, what I like about your music as well is that the fact is really organic, and the fact that you do most of it with a band. And I just think that's incredible. It's something that I slept on in the game sometimes, and I'm glad you are bringing it back.
Again, like the band thing, again, if you look at it, like it all goes back to how I started music, because being in a choir already, you're exposed to like having a group of people, doing music together. So that's already, had a lot of influence also. So when I started working on the ADRÉNALINE project, I thought to myself, I say, I really want to keep it real, and original. Go back to the roots and stuff like that. So we came up with Ubuntu, the band. That's why you see the band influence also,
Yeah. I mean, I can tell that, you have experience in working with a band, because you guys' chemistry, I think, is sick, and it transcends in the music.
Exactly.
So, that is something where I definitely say you should keep on doing, to be quite honest.
Exactly.
But what would you say for the landscape of right now in the music, like in your genre? What artists you actually think is underrated? Obviously, we just talked about the Fela and the Two-Face, but do you know any other artists as well in your genre that you're like, he's kind of my favorite, or I kind of like his music?
I mean, in terms of like underrated, I mean, the people who are doing it now, the main guys, I mean, they're not really underrated, because now the world is accepting the culture, like Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido and such, and more, But I mean, there are a lot of, like Lagos alone, it's full of artists, like underground artists. And the subculture there, it's like, there's a style called Alte. And it's like it's like a sub culture, under Afrobeat, and they're doing great. And last time I was just in Lagos, and I saw how big the scene was. I was like, this actually came out of Afrobeat, So they're little genre who are like coming out of the Afrobeat scene. And to see that, I'm really happy to see, that kind of improvement, and see where the culture is heading to. It's beautiful. It's amazing,
Good. I saw that you dropped the visuals to one of your album, African Herbs.
Yeah.
That's some nice visuals there, to be quite honest.
Thanks,
I like it. What was the inspirations from, really?
Yeah. The inspiration behind that, actually, it's the song, because, like you said, when I was creating the whole project, I wanted to, touch points that, like has to do with the root and all that. And me just going through my self-discovery research, I found out, about, the African, holistic healthcare way of curing and all that. Yeah. And, this kind of thing, we don't get to talk about it a lot because, again, Africa in its own is underrated, So I remember back then, if you're sick, like, we don't usually, like, just go to the hospital like that. They'll, make some herbs for you, cook it, you drink it, and you feel good. And this is actually, like, natural, and they're herbs, and all that. And I just wanted to talk about that also, and how we can, heal ourselves with nature and stuff like that. So, I wrote the song African Herbs, and the inspiration was so good. And I felt like, that was the song, I should really go for the video. And we recorded it in Lagos, by the way. So I came back to Netherlands, my girl who's also, a professional dancer, and, she came up with a concept, and we drafted it, and we shot it. So, it's a beautiful visual, like you said yourself. And
it's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
That's what I like about your visuals. Like, I see the effort that you put in it to make something transcend. And I understand, like, places like the Netherlands, I think they're really lucky to have you in general, because you might not do what expect, but you are standing out for most artists that I know there as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So, what's next for Yannick Jean, aka Zion?
Yeah, man. What's next? There are a lot of things coming. We're busy working. The new project coming out. I'm dropping a song end of this month with one of fastest rising, dopest, illest Lagos Island. Great. It's crazy. His name is C Black. He's signed to the Malian music record. Mali is one of the biggest artists in Nigeria right now. And we did a song with his boy C Black, and we're dropping it end of this month. There's also a mini series for the EP, which is also gonna drop like sooner. And we have the main documentary which is also dropping, and we're looking at doing a lot of featurings as well. So there are a lot of things coming, and I think I might be dropping another project this year, but it's not confirmed yet. So we're looking at some.
You've been working.
Yeah, bro. It's all about work, That's it, That's true. One thing about it is, like, the only way we can contribute in the culture, is to work.
I agree.
Work, to reach, more places, and then, that's how the culture is gonna grow.
Mm-hmm. Have you got a song for me, Yannick? Because
that's a good
so I can play for the people. Yes,
that's a good one because I find myself, doubting in between which one is my favorite from the EP, because all the songs, all the 5 tracks are like my favorite. So I can't really say this is my best that I want you to play. But since you said your grandma used to call you JJ, I would like us to play JJ,
I bet.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we dedicate that to you, man.
Thanks. First episode, get a dedication. Wow. Thanks.
Yeah, bro.
Much appreciated. Well, you guys should definitely listen to this song. I bet you will like it. By Yannick Jean. Jeje, here it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have over the past months.
Yes, sir.
I can come and give myself everybody knows it, baby, no be fire window. I beg you, make you know to rush me. I beg you, make you know to push me. You know me loving all the water. You know me keep it undercover. They want bury me for I die, oh. They say I no go fit survive, oh. I no go agree, I no go lie, oh. I no go agree, I no go lie, oh. Who be the thief, who be the hunter? Forget it, okay, make it no say me not play no more. I'm in a plane no more. Che, 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 oh. I can't come and kill myself, oh. Che, 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 oh. Everybody knows it, baby, no be firewood, oh. Che, 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 oh.
See, I beg you, make you know they push me. I see you push it yesterday, I swear I die finish. It's no be math, no be physics. It's not the matter for the people. Oh, Mogbe. Long time ago, they making money, Eddie just the coke. They used to Luba making money, Eddie post. They making money, Eddie when they catch it, oh. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling, yeah, yeah. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling, oh, yeah, yeah. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling, oh, yeah, yeah. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling, oh, baby.
Che, 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 oh. I can't come and kill myself, oh.
This is the life of a Negro, trapping the city, trapping his ego. I'm trying to make you understand that the future is the now, that's the power of the lingo. Mama used to say, keep it real with timing. Easy does it, no fighting, yeah. I no go agree, I no go lie, yo. Hey, I no go agree, I no go lie, yo.
Che, 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 oh. I can't come and kill myself, oh.
But yeah, man, so here, I got a quick question round for you.
Yes.
So this quick question round, if you can answer as much question as you can, there is an opportunity to win some Peerless merch. 1 minute, and you should answer as much as you can, right? I'm going to start firing them at you.
Let's go.
Okay. Celebrity crush.
Janet Jackson.
I bet. First album purchased.
50 Cents. Get Rich or Die
Alright.
Trying.
One thing on your bucket list.
Tokyo, to visit Tokyo.
Wow. Okay. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Wow. If your life was a movie, who would play you?
Al Pacino.
Aight. Okay. Favorite hobby?
Basketball.
First job?
My
You out of time. You out of time. Sorry.
You know, man's been hustling a long time, so I don't even remember my first job, bro. Yo, man.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Now, I heard you said 50 Cent for his album.
Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah,
I really feel you on that one because
that was the album I ever bought.
Yep. Well, for me, it's the first album that I have bumped a lot. I never bought an album. I've never bought an album. I streamed it. Well, I couldn't stream it even at the time. I think I got it on the black market, I think, outside when people were copying CDs.
Yeah, and we used to copy CDs back in the day.
Yeah, so I played that a lot, and it's so funny. It's that, and then the second one, I think a lot of people won't even know, but you do because you live in Netherlands. Ali Bey, his first album.
Yeah.
His first, like, obviously I grew up in the Netherlands as well, but I bumped that with like 50 Cent a lot.
Ali Bey is hard as well, you know. He's been there also in the game, like this nigga has songs with Akons and all that back in the days when Akon had laptop.
Exactly.
So that's hard. I mean, he's been representing. So big up to Alibe as well.
That's good. But what's your take on, like, you live in the Netherlands anyways, what's your take on the Dutch scene at the moment? Are there any artists you feel like you want a future with or you feel closer to?
Man, I bump most of the old guys like AJ, Joe, Cali Boy, and those old guys. I mean, I love what they make because it's not like I don't love the new stuff. I mean, it sounds good, but I love more of those guys because I connect more to their kind of vibe and flow and all.
I feel. Well, man, it was great talking to you.
Yeah.
I must say,
my pleasure. I'll say thank you once more. Thanks for having me. This is great. I hope to see this more, like more of these interviews, podcasts, and all that, man. It's a great job.
Yeah.
Bless up, bro.
Thanks. I'm just really grateful for having you as well. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, bro.
No mention. And I'm sure we will hear a lot of things from you. And
Definitely.
Keep on putting in the work that you are putting.
Yes, sir.
And the support and blessings will come with it. Wrap this up. Next week, we'll be talking to a new artist. For more information, visit our website, cnc.net. I'm Gerald. Thanks for listening.